It's been a while, right? It's about, it's gonna be back. It's been what, like 2 months, was it, since we last got our news regarding VR games, and we are so back. So many exciting and
Uh,
wonderful games that released, and hidden games that I feel like, well, one of them that I'm gonna just share today, really needs to shine. So, I mean, let me start off with this. Ever felt like wanting to take a stroll in the night, but for some reason, everything around you distorts and fades, changing itself and shifting clay like a twist of fantasy that comes into life? Well, the Midnight Walk fits perfectly in those words, with its dark fantasy and adventure, embarking its players to seek its tale full of horror, monsters, and secluded environments made actually. Fun fact, everything was handmade in these environments, especially the monsters to the objects that you interact with and the animation. It was all handmade.
Clay
And
Wow.
sculpting?
with they sculpted it, and
Oh,
then like it was like clay, stop motion animation style, like like Coraline,
ooh.
and so with
Oh.
that, yeah, I was hiding for like a minute in the corner sometimes. But I have to be real, I was at the edge of my seat, leaning back when I was immersed at the fact that I was going to get eaten by like a big monster. Like there was a time where I was hiding in like the cave, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm safe, I'm totally fine. And then the beast like came straight in, breaking into the cave, and I was like, oh, my toes, don't get my toes. So, so let me give a rundown of the game. When you start, you're greeted by breathtaking environments and the stunning ambiance and soundtrack, along with beginning controls, which is not too complicated, so your head won't hurt. I don't think you'll get motion sickness. It's very suspenseful. I think I was focused on the suspense more than I was with getting sick, so everything's good. But one of the mechanics, or two, that I have to mention is the first one, closing your eyes to listen for hidden things, which I believe, well, you have to press trigger to close your eyes. And
Ooh.
I think it's a clever function for players to use when they're in the dark. Relying on your five senses is a good thing. So you close your eyes with trigger, and you hear like the sound of like keys or the drawer open or monsters nearby, and you're like, okay, it's to the left in the corner. So I think that was interesting. Another mechanic that I also enjoy personally is grabbing this like big lighting match from this big box, and and for me, growing up like Thumbelina and like the movie Epic, or like Small People, made me feel like tiny. So, it was a torch that made me feel like safe and adventurous. And oh, additionally, you will also be accompanied by a small companion throughout your journey named Popboy. With his small flame, you and Popboy are to join forces and make it through the five tails and escape each world together, using
Oh,
his
so
flames
cute.
to light your way and guide the two of you out of it. Though, be careful, because what lurks in the shadows, well, I mean, they wanted to, and I think I mentioned that. Oh, I think I mentioned that this world is a survival game. So you're required to use your wits to make it to make it. I think I said that right. Yeah. Well, I mean, now you know. Now you know. So you must survive and do your best to also guide Popboy and his flame from getting taken by monsters lurking, and also look after yourself too. That's very important. Please look after yourself. I almost lost my voice to this. Screaming. Well, anything horror related, or running from things. I'm hiding in a closet in this game, like I mean, I could say 70%. Okay, I lied. Maybe like 85% of the time. So, well, scream worthy. I think it's great. Especially when this masterpiece is handcrafted, and the amount of detail that was added into this game had me at a chokehold. Like from the graphics, the atmosphere, monsters, interactions, and controls. The experience entirely was nothing that I've ever seen crafted in a game before, especially when everything's handcrafted and clay-like and animated. That's a big step as a game developer, is when you start hand doing things, and then you take a picture and you put it in the game, or you use it as a model and scan it. Like, that's hard work, and I think they deserve it. The music also, don't me started with the music. I'm a sucker for game music. So the music and the soundtrack gave off the mystical feeling for me. It gave like a God of War, because it was like very airy and very synthetic. And the rhythms, I felt like I was in the beyond, and I think that was the emotion throughout the game that they were conveying for the players, especially for myself. Another attention to detail that I did mention that was clever was adding these small objects shaped like shells, and that they had dialogue and extra notes for players to understand the plot and expand my survival rate. Because I think there's like one shell that was like, these night crawlers hate fire. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I get to live another like minute. So expanded my survival rate by a large margin. So thank you for the devs for that. If you ever watch this, devs, please, let me know. Good luck to you guys if you guys end up playing this game as well. Just a tip though, do look out for the trees, stay quiet, and always have eyes behind your back. You never know when something creeps or pulls you in the dark, because I got pulled literally by my leg. Unless you're playing it on a flat screen or on a PC, you don't have to play it on VR. PlayStation and PC VR is also there too. And then I think what I just said also applies as well if you play PC VR. So VR, flat screen, I think that's all it's available for. Unfortunately, this game is not available for Quest yet or standalone headsets yet. So if there are any other news regarding updates with that, I'll be sure to let you know in the next live or when they say so. But that's my experience. Go have fun.